Hey, welcome back to the Debt Sucks Podcast, the show where we roast bad financial decisions, laugh at our money trauma, and teach you how to climb out of debt without selling a kidney or pretending that color-coded budgeting is your love language. I'm Ben Matthews, your host, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy buddy, your financial disaster survival guide, and the guy who's made every money mistake you're probably trying to avoid right now. Credit cards are not your friends. If you missed last week's episode, we dove headfirst into the emotional swamp of fear, uncertainty, and economic WTF is happening vibes. Spoiler, the Debt Sucks plan still holds up, even when the economy is duct taped together with bad vibes, layoffs, and whatever Jerome Powell is doing this week. Today, we're talking about something shiny, something seductive, something that's probably in your wallet right now, whispering sweet nothings like treat yourself. They're that charming scammer who buys you one drink and then steals your wallet. They'll flirt with you through flashy rewards, offer to pick up the tab, and then bam, hit you with a 29% interest rate faster than you can say minimum payment. So today we're pulling back the curtain. We're breaking down the plastic perks, the fine print traps, and how to use credit without ending up in a financial chokehold. Let's get into it. The appeal of credit cards. Credit card companies are basically professional flirts. They slide into your mailbox like, hey, you deserve a little something. Want to earn free travel while buying tacos? We've got you. And sure, on the surface, it sounds great. 2% cash back on gas, 5 times points on groceries, and a sign-up bonus just for spending $4,000 in 3 months. Because who doesn't have $4,000 lying around for funsies? The truth, these perks are baked. They're not giving you rewards because they like you. They're doing it because the average person doesn't pay their balance in full. They're betting you'll mess up. And when you do, that sweet cash back is now costing you 20%, 25%, or maybe 30% in interest. It's like getting a free sandwich and then being charged $50 because you didn't read the fine print. The fine print they don't advertise. Let's talk about that fine print. The stuff they bury deeper than your high school report cards. High interest rates. Most credit cards charge 20% or more interest. If you carry a balance, your $200 dinner becomes a $500 regret over time. Annual fees. Some premium cards charge $95, $250, even $695 a year just to exist. And that better come with free therapy and a private chef. Balance transfer fees. Oh, you thought 0% interest sounded good? Surprise, they slapped a 3 to 5% fee on that transfer when you weren't looking. And their penalty APRs. Miss one payment and boom, now you're paying 29.99% interest just because you sneezed near your due date. These aren't perks. These are traps with glitter on them. The minimum payment trap. Credit card companies want you to pay the minimum because it keeps you locked into the system for decades. Let's say you owe $5,000 and you're paying the minimum. It could take you 10 years or more to pay that off, depending on your card's interest rate. 1 freaking decade. And in that time, you might pay double or triple the original amount in interest. It's like credit card companies built a treadmill that never turns off. And they've got the nerve to call it flexible repayment options. Listener question. Ben, I always pay my credit cards on time, but I only pay the minimum because that's what the statement says. Is that okay, or am I doing something wrong? Oh, buddy, you're not doing anything morally wrong. But the card company is definitely winning that game. Minimum payments are designed to keep you feeling good while they make money. Think of it like this. You're giving them a sip of water when you really need to be blasting the fire hose. If you can't pay your credit cards in full, don't just toss a couple of sad dollars at the minimum and call it a day. That's like trying to dig out of a pit with a spoon. Instead, pick a real plan. Pile driver, big rocks, or little rocks, and start swinging like you mean it. Throw $50 more, $100 more, whatever you can hustle up. Every extra dollar is like a sledgehammer hit to that debt wall. The faster you attack it, the faster you escape the credit card trap and stop funding your lender's next beach vacation. Pick a plan, swing hard. Remember, the minimum is just their way of saying, take your time, we'll be over here charging you interest every step of the way. Can you use credit cards without setting your wallet on fire? All right, let's say you're not ready to go full plastic celibacy. You like the points, the perks, the free flights you might get if you spend $4,000 on groceries and toilet paper in the next 90 days. So can you use credit cards responsibly? Technically, yes. In theory, like flying a helicopter or doing CrossFit without talking about it. It's possible, but most people won't pull it off. Here's the golden rule. If you don't pay your entire balance off every single month, you're not using credit. You're renting your past decisions at 25% interest or more. Let me break it down in some no-nonsense terms. Pay in full or get played. If you're carrying a balance, you're basically financing that $9 takeout order for 3 months. Congrats on your $27 low main. Come on. Know your fees. If your credit card has an annual fee higher than your emergency fund, we need to talk. Late fees, transfer fees, sneaky fine print nonsense. They're counting on you not to read it. Surprise, you didn't. Limit your cards. 1, maybe 2 cards. That's it. You don't need a separate card for gas, groceries, the gym, and seasonal depression. The more cards you juggle, the more likely you are to drop your financial common sense. Track your spending. That $6 coffee, $12 Amazon impulse buy, and a random treat yourself haul at Target, yeah, it stacks up like Jenga, and eventually it will fall over. Now, if you're one of the elite few who never carries a balance, pays off everything on time, tracks every purchase, and doesn't impulse buy an inflatable hot tub at 2 a.m. because you had a bad day, then yes, you're the rare unicorn credit card companies lose money on. They hate you. You keep doing you. Hey, but let's be honest. Most people, they intend to pay it off. But then life happens. The car dies. The dog eats socks. You blink, and suddenly you're financing $700 worth of scented candles and shame. So can you use credit cards without getting burned? Yeah, totally. Will you? Consistently? 4 years without a single slip? That's where it gets sketchy. And if the honest answer is probably not, then maybe, just maybe it's time to stop chasing cashback dreams and focus on the real win. Peace of mind. Because no airline miles are worth waking up at 3 a.m. sweating over your minimum payment. All right, before we wrap up this episode on why credit cards are basically that toxic ex who keeps texting you up, I've got something fun for you. Yeah, it's time for the credit card confessional contest. Yeah, you heard me. I want your wildest, dumbest, most what was I thinking credit card story. Did you finance an entire Vegas weekend on a whim and come home with nothing but a hangover and a maxed out balance? Did you sign up for a card just to get a free pizza and end up paying for it for 5 years? Did you forget about a subscription box that sent you artisanal beef jerky every month until your card literally expired? Whatever it was, I want to hear it. Here's how to enter. Email me. It's benjamin@debtsucks.info, or post it on social media with the hashtag DebtSucksConfession. You can keep it anonymous if you want. I'm not here to shame anyone. This is a judgment-free zone. We've all done dumb stuff with plastic. What's in it for you? A chance to win a $50 gift card, a free Debt Sucks t-shirt or mug, because merch is live, or even a one-on-one money strategy call with me, so you can turn that credit card fail into a financial comeback story. And yes, the winner might get featured on a future episode, with your permission, of course. I'm not out here putting your business in the street unless you say it's cool. Deadline to enter, end of the week. So don't wait. One more time, email benjamin@debtsucks.info or the hashtag DebtSucksConfession. Go confess your credit sins and have a laugh. Maybe win some stuff, and hey, learn something in the process. Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count as drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, You don't have to white-knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline. All right, let's land the plane with one final thought and a little challenge for you. What would happen if you didn't use any credit cards for the next 30 days? No swiping, no tapping, no, I'll deal with it later. Just 30 days of living on what you actually have. No plastic lifelines, no cashback fairy tales. Think about it. You'd probably spend more intentionally, because when it's money leaving your account, you feel it. You might get a little uncomfortable, and that discomfort, well, that's where growth happens. You could finally hit pause on the debt spiral and maybe even stack a little cash instead of interest charges. And maybe, just maybe, you prove to yourself that you don't need to rely on credit to function. This isn't a forever thing. It's a 30-day experiment, a financial detox. Just you, your money, and the power to make choices that aren't followed by buyer's remorse and a 25% interest rate. So I'm throwing down the challenge. Go 30 days without using your credit cards. Track how it feels. What changes? What gets easier? What gets real? And if that idea made you immediately break into a cold sweat, well, that's worth looking at too, isn't it? Hey, that's it for today, my friends. If this episode hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to grab your free Debt Sucks forms at debtsucks.info. And hey, if you've got a wild credit card story, a lesson learned, or a moment of why did I buy that flamingo floaty on a credit card, enter the Credit Card Confessional Contest. Until next time, swipe smarter, save more, and remember, adulting is hard, debt makes it harder, but you're dangerous with a plan.